Hello to the nation. Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys over a little bit of a Redstone contraptions video, guys. It's been a while since I made my previous 2 episodes, but this is Top 5 Redstone Contraptions Part 3, guys. If you guys would like to see any of the other videos in this version, so far I've done the first 2, which both have their, relative contraptions. Each has 5 contraptions. You guys can go check out. I'll annotate them on screen or throw the playlist or the other videos in the links in the description so you guys can check those out. But this is going to be the 3rd rendition, so both the other ones should still work. I'm pretty sure all the contraptions should still work or have updated versions for new versions of Minecraft. This version, though, is actually going to be using either Minecraft 1.6, or sorry, new Minecraft 1.7 and 1.8. So some of them do require blocks that are from 1.8, such as slime blocks. Other ones do not, so they will be fine to work in older versions of Minecraft like 1.7. But I believe it goes only as far back as 1.7, even if the blocks are still available. 1.6 Redstone physics, or Redstone logic, sorry, works slightly different, so that is that. I would like to say I want to give credit where credit is due, so a lot of these designs I will give you guys the person who actually came up with the original design. Some of these designs I have, compacted myself, or I've changed slight things, but for the most part they were inspired by the people, and I will give them credit for that. And whenever is possible to give links, some of these were, found on Reddit, simply, just a picture, so I can't really link to a video, but wherever possible I'll try and link to a video. So anyway, without further ado, before I start, I'd like to just mention 2 quick things. One, guys, it takes a little bit of time to get these all set up and, modify them and compact them or do whatever I need to do with them. So if you guys would like to, make sure you guys slam that like button down below. And if you guys do like these Redstone contraption videos, make sure you guys subscribe for more. And also, another quick thing, if you guys would like to come join my Minecraft server, it's mcwarside.com. IP will be on screen and in the description. You guys can come play. And it's a ton of fun. We have like 250 people-ish on, now, whenever. So, you guys can come play and all that other cool stuff. So anyway, now let's get started. So these are in no particular order, guys. I really don't, let's start from this side. Let's start from this side just because there's no particular order. I guess it's kind of smaller to larger, I guess. That's something. I don't know. So anyway, this is a tileable floor trap door. So we have another similar design to this too over that we'll get to, but this is pretty much a very simple trap door type item. So pretty much, as you guys can see, what it's going to do is it's going to push a block like so all the way up into this square here. It is completely it's completely sealed up. It's seamless. There's no pistons that'll be extending up into the air and all that stuff. So as you guys can see, you can place whatever blocks you want on top. I'm just using glass, so proof of concept that it is seamless, and you guys can use it for this. So it's pretty basic design. As you guys can see, all you guys are going to need is your pistons. So you're going to need 4 pistons. You guys are going to need 1 redstone torch, a few solid blocks, and you guys will need these slabs. So these slabs are important, and then also make sure you guys have 1 tick delay and 4 tick delay, and then 4 tick delay again down here. Again, this map download will be in the description, so you guys can definitely go check out that. Download it into your newest snapshot for Minecraft 1.8, because again, some of these blocks are only available in 1.8. In this case, this is something that works with 1.6. And again, this is tileable, so I didn't set up an example of how it's tileable. All the other ones have examples with them, but this one is just tileable, which means that you can place them infinitely next to each other, and as long as all of them power this block, then it'll all work. So you can, make some form of maybe like water or lava sort of barrier that you flip a switch and then all this lava will appear in some form of barrier or something. Or, you can make an entire row out of the middle of the ground just disappear, so just a huge entire row will disappear. The one drawback to this is that it does require this redstone torch here, so that when this block does get removed, you will see that there. So anyway, that is that. So moving on to the next, and also another neat idea I guess you could do is you could offset these, so you could put 1 here, 1 right next to it, and then 1 over here, 1 over here, so like basically, so you have a 2x2 little square thing and you can power all those, so that would be another cool idea. Anyway, that is that design. That is a design that I found on Reddit with no poster attached to, like no posting person attached to it. There was a Reddit account, but it was simply a photo, and I just didn't feel like the person had improved on someone else's design, which they didn't list, so I didn't put their name in there. So anyway, the next one is the recycling bin by AWEDYSSY, and this is, as it kind of says, it's a recycling bin. So if you guys would like to, so if I grab, you know, a ton of gold ore, say I'm, you know, like I really don't like this golden ore, and I want to get rid of it, you'd throw it in here, go like that, and then you'd press this button. And once you press this button, what's basically going to happen is all of this gold ore is going to get dispensed. So this gold ore right now is actually, I'm going to need to grab this out and pick all that up. But right now, pretty much, it's not getting dispensed into anything. This is the sort of sample one. This is going to teach you sort of how to make it. Pretty much how this is going to work is you just have your button here. You're going to have, as you guys can see, just a normal chest. This is not a trap chest. On top of your hopper with a dropper back here. Then you're going to have some redstone leading up to this. Make sure this furnace has one item in it, a 64, like a stack 64 item, opposed to like a stack 16 item or like a door or something. Make sure it's a stack 64 item. You're going to want to make sure this comparator is on subtract mode, 4-tick delay, 4-tick delay, and then not subtract mode. And then pretty much what it's going to do, you're going to want to set up a lava source here so that it'll actually recycle all of the items. But if I were to go here, throw that in there, and then hit this, what's going to happen is, as you guys can hopefully hear, you guys will hear the little, shooting up, and what's happening is it's shooting it up into the lava, which is destroying it. And the main reason why this works is simply it's starting a little clock, and the clock will stop when the hopper is empty. So that's how that works. And then you can open this up and stop it at any time if you want. You can see the progress. You could put in many items in there and it'll be fine. So anyway, now moving on to the next item. This is the other sort of trapdoor that we have, and this is the hidden floor trapdoor by Steiner26. Now this is a pretty interesting item. I really like this one. It's kind of like the tileable one, but it's much more compact, which is really convenient. I really like it. It's not tileable, so you guys won't be able to set up, huge like rows or whatever of these. I'm pretty sure you could probably flip it, maybe. I think you could flip it. That might make sense, because if you could flip it the other way and then set up two more over here, you might still be able to do the 2x2 thing. But what I have set up is pretty much you have this little pressure plate here, and what you're going to do is you're going to run, drop down in, and it closes right behind you, which is pretty convenient. So I like that. I think that's definitely something that would be cool to use for like maybe like a factions world or something like that. And maybe instead of using a pressure plate here, you set up some form of like a weighted pressure plate maybe that you'd have to throw an item on, or you can set up some form of piston or something which will destroy the item, something along those lines. I'm sure you guys are creative and figure it out. It's a very simple design, guys. It literally is just, a 3-tick delay repeater. You got 3 pistons here that are basically just going to, as you guys can see, it's going to push the piston out and then power it to push up, and that's about it. That's pretty much it. And this one is wired up slightly differently, simply because I need the output, or I need the input to be out here, which would be the equivalent of over here. So pretty much I just power that block from the pressure plate that's over here. So that's pretty much how that works. It's quite interesting. I like it. It's a very simple design, and that's what I really like about it. The next one is something really interesting. This is something that I never knew was possible in Minecraft, and never knew was such a cool idea, and it's a very cool idea. If you guys want to make something in factions or off factions, this is the perfect design for you guys. This is a really awesome thing. It's called the Nether Portal Switch, and this is by Bitbox Gaming. This is an absolutely amazing sort of redstone contraption. I really do like it. As a person who has played factions a ton before, one of the most frustrating things about going to the Nether and such in factions is you want to make sure that you always destroy your Nether portal, or you make sure that people can't use your Nether portal when you're in the Nether. So what this is actually going to do is, if I were to press this button right here, what it's going to do is it's going to turn the Nether portal on, as you guys can see. So it's going to push that block, which is then going to activate this, which is going to set off the flint and steel. You guys can fill this up with as many flint and steel as you want. And then when you flip this, what it's going to do is it's going to dispense some water, which is actually going to, for only a second, it's only going to dispense the water for a couple ticks, and then that's going to destroy the Nether portal. So you guys could go in, get your stuff, and then come back out and turn it off. It's a really cool idea. It's a really cool contraption, and it's pretty simple. So as you guys can see, It's not exactly the most simple thing, but you got 3 pistons, you have 2 dispensers that you need. These are dispensers, not droppers, a redstone block, a couple pieces of redstone, a couple repeaters, and you're good to go. Things to keep in mind, make sure this is a 4-tick delay, make sure this one is also a 4-tick delay, and then make sure you guys only would need 1 bucket of water, but you guys might want to put multiple flint and steel in there, so you don't need to worry about it. But other than that, that's about it with this design. I really do like it, very simplistic, and definitely something that you guys should put inside your factions base. And now, moving on to the last, but certainly not least, item in our top 5 here, as you guys can see. And pretty much this is going to be our Potions on Demand Brewer by Dro, guys. So this is definitely one of the cooler designs. Again, this wasn't in any particular order, I guess. Accidentally it might be going from, you know, least cool to most cool, but I don't know, I kind of like the recycling bin one, but this is pretty much a Potions on Demand Brewer, so it's by far one of the most complicated designs we have here, but when you really break it down, it's not too bad. So, you know, this whole design here, all of these sort of dispensers are pretty much just for, you know, storing your items. So you're gonna store, you know, your 3rd ingredient, 4th ingredient, 2nd ingredient, 1st ingredient, and your water bottles are going to go here, and then you're just going to have all of your hoppers, which are going to direct them, and then this redstone bit isn't too difficult. You just simply have some you have a lot of comparators that will pretty much just set off each stage as it goes through. This is one of the 1.8 designs, simply because it has slime blocks. Slime blocks are only available in 1.8, and I don't know if this is going to work to reset it. It might work to reset it. Is it? No, it's not going to work to reset. I'm going to need to use the other ones to actually show you guys a functioning model, I believe. So anyway, I set up 3 over here. It's a completely tileable model. I don't know if I put that in the sign. Yeah, no, I didn't put it in the sign, but it's a completely tileable model. So as long as you offset them by 1, it's completely tileable. They won't, you know, interrupt each other. And you can set it up with something like this. So pretty much this is going to be your gas tier, which is going to make your, these are mundane potions, but potions of strength. Then you're going to have, you know, potions of speed, and then, or sorry, potions of healing, and then potions of speed, and then potions of strength, I believe. Sorry if I'm mistaken there. I'm not the biggest brewing person. But if I were to, I think I filled all these up with the appropriate items beforehand. Yes, I put glowstone in this one, glowstone in this one, and then I put glowstone actually in all of them. I thought I was going to put gunpowder in some of them, make them splash potions, but if I go like this and then turn it on, it should set this entire thing off, and if it doesn't, then I will have to fix that. Okay, so yeah, it is actually working. All of them are going to start going off, and like that, and like that, and these should all be going off right now, I believe. Did I not fill this one up? I'll be right back, guys. And I am back, guys. So pretty much what the issue is that when I set these up, I had switched the 1st and 2nd ingredient. So as you guys can see, 1st ingredient goes in this one. The issue was I had been putting the 2nd ingredient in this one and the nether wart in the top one. So this is where you're going to want to put your ingredient. So gas tiers in this case, I think I said strength or something like that. What I meant was regen. This is going to make your regen potions. This is going to make your speed potions, and this is going to make your strength potions. And when I said gunpowder, what I meant was redstone. I thought I had put redstone in a couple of these to make them longer, opposed to glowstone, which turns them into regen 2, strength 2, speed 2, things like that. So anyway, basically how this is going to work is it's going to set things off at different times. So the idea is all of these dispensers are going to go off at slightly different times, making the 1st ingredient go in 1st, the 2nd ingredient going in 2nd, the 3rd ingredient going in 1st, and the 4th ingredient going in last, which makes total sense. And basically this is going to be the thing, this redstone block is going to be the thing that's going to set off all of this sort of stuff from going on. When it drops down, it's going to set off these 2 up here, and then when it goes back up, it's going to set off these 2, obviously, and then it's going to send them into here, which is then going to get dropped down through these hoppers into this. So as you guys can see, if we go over here and check them out, what you guys will see is we go right here, and you guys will see it's going to have blaze powder, then gunpowder, then glowstone dust, which is going to then turn these, the nether wart had just went through, so that's going to be then blaze powder, which is then going to go in here, which is going to turn them into, if we wait a few more seconds, it's going to turn them into strength potions. So if we go like this, you guys will see, wait for it, strength potions. So potion of strength for 3 minutes, then the gunpowder is going to turn into a splash potion of strength. Over here you guys will see potion of swiftness. Gunpowder is going to go and turn it into a splash potion of swiftness, and then finally this glowstone dust is going to go through and turn into a splash potion of swiftness 2. And then this is going to be a splash potion of regen 2, and if we check out these, you guys will see we have all of these different potions that are going off, and they're all being made simultaneously without any effort on our part. All we would need to do is keep refilling these. Now I'm going to actually go like so, and I'm going to fix this to make it look nice again. That one's good, that's good. We're gonna go like that, and these are gonna keep going. Now, the way that we're going to refill these, obviously I have creative mode so I can fly. You guys will not have creative mode when you guys are on your servers and such, so you guys won't be able to do that, but they're pretty easy to refill. You know, you can get back at this one relatively easy, this one relatively easy. You can actually click on, if you click right here, you'll be able to get to the first item, and then there's a tiny little hitbox right here that if you guys click on it right there, you guys will be able to get to the first or the second ingredient. So if you guys see right there, there's a tiny piece of the hitbox which you can actually get at the first ingredient. So you guys can refill it all from back here, and if you guys need to reset it, you simply do what I do, break the redstone torch and place it again, and it'll send all the items in again, and then you just simply empty out these until it's water bottles and a thing of nether wart. So anyway, now it's still going. We have another one in here. As you guys can see, this is doing pretty efficiently at going and doing all this stuff. But as you guys can see, I can throw all these things, and if I do hit E, you guys will see that I have all of these things on for, you know, a decent amount of time. And I have speed 2, I'll have strength 2, and I'll have regen 2. So this is something that's really good if you guys have, you know, a faction and you want to constantly go on raids and stuff, and you don't want to have to worry about this. This again is a 1.8 potion or potion on demand machine, so you guys will need to wait for 1.8 on your respective servers in order to sort of make this, but it's pretty cool for now. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of top 5 Minecraft contraptions or redstone contraptions. Make sure you guys check out the other episodes. They will all be 1.7 compatible, or for the most part will be, unless some of the logic has updated, which I don't believe has. But it has a ton of different stuff that you guys can use for things like factions and op factions and a ton of other stuff with like secret doorways and, you know, armor, you know, putter honor things and all that other cool stuff. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Slam that like button, subscribe to join the nation if you already haven't, and come check out my server, mcwarside.com, and maybe use a couple of these things. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Bye.